Good morning to all. See, myself Karpuchami. See, I'm going to talk something about web technology. See, today I'm going to present the third unit, client-side programming. So, in client-side programming, first we have to know something about the history of Java and versions. Then first, the JavaScript was introduced as a part of the Netscape Navigator browser in 2.0. Then Microsoft soon released their own version is called in JavaScript. The very first the Microsoft was released the basics version of the JavaScript. Then ECMA developed a standard language known as ECMA script. Then that script then edition was three. It is widely supported and is what will be called as a JavaScript. See, before that the version will be called as a ECMA. So after develop that ECMA is version 3, it will be called as a JavaScript. So first let us look how we can write a hello world program by using a JavaScript. The first problem statement we had no JavaScript language itself, it has a no input and output statement. Then solution, it is a most of the browsers provide the de facto standard then input and output. So de facto standard, which means that then if there is any errors happen while we executing a program, it will comes then error as a pop-up window or prompt window. So it will be called as a de facto standard. Then alert, pop-up and alert box containing a text. Then prompt, the pop-up window where user can enter a text. Then file, we have to store as a js hello world.js. So the extensions of the JavaScript is .js. So while we save our file as our own words.js, then here we are going to create a hello world program in by using a JavaScript. So window.alert, so this is like a printf statement. So in other programming language, just we can give it an hello world, right? Then how we can execute an HTML document in this code. So in the we need a separate browser to execute an JavaScript code. So in HTML browser itself we can execute the JS code. So initially we have to create an HTML header tag, then title tag, then title open, then title close. Then here we have to give a script type as a JavaScript. Then src source equal to JavaScript hello world.js. So this is a file name. Here the script element will be used to load the execute the JavaScript code. Then again then script close, then head close, then body close, then HTML. So this is the output of the hello world program. Then prompt window will be displayed while after executing the hello world program. So this is the prompt window. So here the another thing is, here we can give the variable, then int string equal to windows dot prompt. Here enter a JavaScript code to be tested. So what codes we are going to tested, we can enter over here. Then after we can click OK. Then after that we have to create a note that JavaScript code did not need to be compiled. That there is no compilation for done the JavaScript code. It is an interpreted programming language. We can easily understand the JavaScript code. Then portion of the browser and the software that reads and execute the JavaScript code in interpreter. So the after that we have to know the difference between the interpreter and the compiler language. So the advantages of the interpreted programming language is it is in simplicity. Then disadvantages is in efficiency. Then JavaScript language, it is designed to be executed within a large software environment, then run within a variety of environment like an web browser and focus and going to in the next chapter. Then web server, then application container, which means that a general purpose programming language. Then components of the JavaScript implementation, then script engine. So this is the core engine to execute the JavaScript code. To execute this we need an ECMA script functionality, then core library. So without using that core library we cannot execute then JavaScript code. Then hosting environment, the functionality of the specific to the environment, the example alert window or prompt window. So all the hosting environment functionality provide the objects. So all the data in a JavaScript and objects are a property of that JavaScript objects. So native objects and host. Native objects it provide the scripting engine, then host it provide the host environment. In native we can provide an alert window, but in host we can provide the prompt window. Then writing a JavaScript code. So any text editor we can use it, either Notepad or EMACS. So this is the formal text editor to create a JavaScript code. That's the specialized software to create a JavaScript code is MS Visual Interpreter Dev. Then executing how we can execute the JavaScript code, loading into a normal browser or embedded with the HTML document, we can execute the JavaScript. Then browser automatically detect and run the runtime error. Then Mozilla Firefox JavaScript code console it is an error. Then IE6, then exclamation, then icon and pop-up window. So this is an error while we execute our JavaScript code in a Mozilla Firefox and Internet Explorer. So this is a way of displaying an error message while we using a JavaScript code in a this IE and Mozilla Firefox. Then IE6 error, it's on like that. It will be shown bottom of the screen. So this is the way of displaying a error in a JavaScript. The next, then Firefox 2.0 and the next updated versions of that browser can be easily executed the JavaScript code without the minimum error. Then enhancement available as an execution. Then updated versions of the Chrome 4 will be a excellent support to develop and execute the JavaScript code. Then debugging, applying a generic technique, desk check and add debug, then output alerts, then use to specialized JavaScript for debugger, listen later, then re-executing, then overwrite JS file, then reload the Mozilla Firefox, refresh the HTML document, it will be automatically reloading the JavaScript file. So this is the basics program of the JavaScript. See here all the things will be declared as a variable thinking of the number of computer has chosen as 1 to 1000. Here variable guesses use letter guesses. So thinking of equal to math dot seal then math dot random into 1000. So what are the values we given for math, it will be automatically calculated and stored in a thinking of. Then play until the user guess the number, then guess window dot prompt. Then I am thinking of a number between 1 and 1000. Then what is it? Notice that there is no main function of the method. It is very important, there is no main function or method. Then commands like in Java or C++, then by using a slash single star then slash double star we can use it. So this is the variable declaration. So here the data type is not specified, no need to represent the specific data type. The semicolons are usually not required, but always allow the statement end of the statement as a semicolon. Semicolon it is the optional, right? So here in arithmetic operators we have used to like and Java, C, and C++. The string concatenation operator is used to combine the two string. It is the math function. Arguments can be an expression. Then argument list comma separated. So this is the object dot notation for method called in Java or C++ that prompt then seal then random. So this is the final program. Evaluate the user of guesses. So suppose if I enter the guess value as less than, then if statement will be executed. So if it is greater than, then else statement will be executed. Then finally we can get the output as a prompt window. Thank you.